Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis, and as you may remember, earlier this year, I had the great pleasure of traveling to Africa for the lustration of the ancestors at Clan of Kepper Temple, and it was a wonderful adventure, and I put up several hours of video from that trip. However, I also have quite a bit of video left, and I'm finally able to start getting that video up, and today I'm very pleased to share with you my trip to Cape Town Ostrich Farm. While I was in Africa, a number of the members of Clan of Kepper Temple made it a point to take me around to many of the local sites, and the ostrich farm was one that was often spoken of, and it was a great deal of fun to see it. Reverend Burgell, the chief priest of Clan of Kepper Temple, arranged for me to tour the farm, and although it is an actual working farm that raises ostriches for ostrich meat, it's also a bit of a zoo. And it not only has ostriches, but also emus and tortoises, and peacocks and a number of other animals as well. And so it's quite an interesting adventure. So I hope that you enjoy the video.
Okay, welcome to the ostrich farm. I'm Thomas, and here we're in the farm. The one you can see here is John Peter, the 20 years old. And here we have an ostrich egg. One female lay about 30 to 35 eggs per year. They lay 2 times. The first time they can lay 15 to 17 eggs, and the second time as well. So 1 egg every 2 days during the daytime. And the fresh ostrich egg weigh about 1.5 kilograms. And also you can eat it. The taste is almost the same like chicken egg. It's just a bit higher in cholesterol. Yeah. And here we serve scrambled ostrich egg as well.
Very cool.
So, how many chicken eggs do you think can feed you?
Quite a few. 20?
Very close. 24.
Oh, wow.
24 chicken eggs.
My goodness.
That's a big scrambled egg.
Yes, it is.
Can support about 100 kilograms in sand. And this one is emu from Australia, same family, but they have 3 toes with a sharp beak, same like the rhea from South America, the kiwi from New Zealand, the cassowary, all they cannot fly. And the small eggs you can see here is when they start to lay normally the eggs. So the first eggs look like this. They will eat them. They will eat all of them for calcium. And you see how this one look like here, deformed?
Yes.
Lots of less calcium. And when it's like this, they will remove it from the nest. So here you can see how the baby grows inside the egg from the ovaries. 28 days, 35 days, 42 days before the chick comes out, just like you can see here. And here we have the heart, about 700 grams, the windpipe, the brain, and the eyes.
That's the brain.
Yes.
And the little thing.
They're not very smart.
This is the brain.
They're not very smart. Sometimes
These are the
they're really
eyes.
stupid. With ostrich products, you can use, everything from ostriches. Ostrich eggs you can use for the light. You can paint ostrich eggs. You can carve them. You can also make some jewelry from the eggshell. You will see like the Khoisan, they have some necklace, bracelet, earrings. Yes. And also that side there is our leather factory, where you can also use ostrich leather, make some handbags, belts, wallets. Also you can use ostrich feathers. Also they were very popular in the 1800s. We know even the Jewish, they came from Lithuania. That time they went to Outsland. Outsland is about 500 to 600 kilometers from Cape Town. And that time ostrich feathers were exported to Europe, Britain, and after the Second World War, so the price just slowed down. So here we have this whole covered here is the incubator they were using in the 1800s. So here is where they use normally to keep ostrich eggs. Just around here you see where they used to light to keep them warm. So we have the new one now, the new system.
Wonderful.
Okay, so also you can see how the skin look like. Ostriches don't have enough feathers, especially under the wings. The most expensive part is this one, where you see the feathers are coming out. This bumbles. So it's what normally people they use. If you can see that side there, the handbags, the belt, the wallet. Okay, and just like in this picture here, you can see how we breed them. So we're following the same procedure normally where they used to keep the eggs. You can see the men here helping the chicks to come out since 1878. And here the picture of the first people to live in South Africa. The name is Khoisan. The name Khoisan is just after a grouping between the San and the Khoisan. So that's why you can hear the name today, Khoisan. Because the first group to arrive here were the San or Bushmen. And that is their history there. And they were joined later by the Khoisan or the Hottentot. So they were living also this part of Cape Town, like Paarl, Tumba, before other people start arriving and having farms. So they start running a bit up, like today you can find some in northern Cape like Appington, and some other countries like Namibia, it's a neighbor country, Botswana, the Kalahari Desert. Also you can see they were hunters, or they still, because they're still alive, they are hunters, and they used to hunt ostriches for the feathers, also for the eggs. You can see like the lady here, she's wearing some jewelry from the eggshell. They use also to eat ostrich eggs as well. They're cooking in the turtle shell. You can see this man here is making a scrambled egg, also for the skin to cover themselves. So they left a rich heritage behind them, like the rock painting you can find in the museum in Cape Town, there in the company's garden. Also, the national emblem of South Africa, coat of arms, is written in their language. Because it's their land, 1 month ago they were claiming their land back. I don't know.
Still busy.
Yeah, they're still busy. So the meaning of K Isara K means diverse people united or living together. Because in 1652 we had the Dutch from the Dutch East Indian Company, and Van Riebeeck was the first commander of Cape Town, and were joined later by the French Huguenot. The French in Franschhoek, in Wellington. In 1688 they arrived here. The Chinese also arrived here in 1904. The Indians also arrived here to work in the sugarcane company in KwaZulu-Natal. And also the Malaysians we have here as well. In Cape Town we have an area there, Boka. Yeah, you will find the Cape Malay. So that's the meaning of K Isara K. Also they met Van Riebeeck when he arrived here, and they brought to him some young ostriches. And he used to export them to Batavia, it's Indonesia today, India and Japan. Till in 1943, they killed one ostrich and they found 53 diamonds in one ostrich gizzard. Yes, and also they used to keep water in this empty. Yes, because they were, when they go for hunting, they will bury the eggs on the ground to keep the water fresh. Just like in that picture there, you can see the lady coming from the river. She's carrying water. And because they were hunters, and they used to have different techniques to hunt different animals also. You can see also how they used to hunt ostriches. Like that man there hiding himself to get close to ostriches because they can see quite far. Also they can run very fast. And here is normally what we give them, like food. They digest the stones.
Ah.
Yes, because they have no teeth. And we feed them pellets, corn, and we give them this grass, Khoisan. As I was saying previously, they eat leaves, insect, frogs, lizard. And this extra calcium we give them as well because here is the business place. So we don't throw anything away. After the kitchen, we bring some of the eggs here to plant. And some, that man you can see is busy there carving some ostrich eggs. Yes, in that room there. So that's why we have to replace the natural one to this extra calcium. Yes, and naturally, yes, they eat their own egg. Also, what you can make from ostrich feathers. Fan, jacket, feather duster, the most popular one in South Africa now.
Ah.
Yes, feather duster. And before, as I was saying in the early 1900s, this was the fashion with the hat, the boa, like that, the statue we just passed through now. There is a scarf there, very popular in Europe, like the Queen Elizabeth I, Marie Antoinette in France. So here we have the male ostrich and the South African female. The female from East Africa, you will see in farm now, they look more dark.
Mm-hmm.
And also here we have the albino. And we have here the male albino and the female. So you don't have to feed the male one because it's about 70% plant. You can't see properly.
Mm-hmm.
You can feed the female. This one is not easy to find in the nature because they can't see properly and they will get killed easily by the predators. And just around you can see also the certificate of Tom, the Guinness World Records, since July 2011. Okay.
So there's a book of the ostrich ranching in America.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, people are having ostrich farm now, like in that country is near to Germany.
Ah.
Austria. It's
Ah.
Austria.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having ostrich farming there. In Europe, there, yeah, people are having this. This one is a lot of job. Yeah, that's why this one also is a bit expensive than the planted one. So it's what is this collection. Some also in the shop there. So you just remember to feed them. You just keep your head flat. Mind the steps, please. And that's the male in front. We normally keep them by breeding pairs. 2 females, 1 male, sometimes 3 females, 1 male. So to feed, you just keep your hand flat, move closer. Or else you can also stand like this and then you cannot attack with the beak. So you can try.
I'll let you hold the camera for this one.
Okay.
So just hold the hand flat.
Yeah, just flat. And then you can also stand, or you can keep your 2 hands. Yes. You can maybe stand like this. Yes. Then you take a nice one.
Come back. They ran away.
Yeah, you can just bring closer here and then you take a nice one. You take it a bit up, they cannot attack with it. Yeah, this one they don't have long feathers, especially below the wings, because the one taking care of them, he just pull them out for the new one, and then they will look more beautiful. You see, because when they're sitting, yeah, the feathers they get also dirty, so that's why. So here we have the normal one, and the next one we have the albino. And the male is that one there. All the males you will see with the pink beak. And you can see how the neck is flexible.
That's very flexible.
Oh, someone's hungry.
Yeah, that one is because he can't see properly. He always is always doing that. Okay, let's see. See, it can hurt you.
They actually are quite pretty in their own way.
Not 100% blind, it can hurt you. See, the female can see properly. The female is struggling. You see how the neck can turn, and they prefer normally to live in dry places. That is why in South Africa it's good for them, like in the Little or Great Karoo. In out from that side there, because the weather there is better than here.
A lot drier, yeah.
Yeah, it's dry there. That is why here in winter we lost a lot of babies. If we have babies, the chicks, they die quickly when it's cold. I think maybe this one they will survive because they're already a bit big enough. So you can see the chicks, 3 months old, and all they look the same now. You can't see the difference between male and female. After 1 year, 2 months, the color will change. Small one, they are very shy. I don't think they will come closer. So if you still want to feed, you just grab some corn here and then
Doesn't last long, does it?
And when they have chicks or they are sitting on eggs, they are more aggressive, especially the male. The South African one you can see here, and the East African one. Here you can see their babies also look black, so it's not the same.
Quite a difference in color.
And the two females we have, they look darker. The male is from South Africa, we just crossed them with the two females from East Africa. Yeah, you see the color is a bit darker. So the one with the chicks, we leave them with the long feathers. You can see that male, that's some long feathers. When it's raining, yeah, they can keep the babies warm. The Nile Crocodiles, they're still young. The oldest one is this one here. 6 years, 5 years, and we have the two small, 4 years old. The second largest piece of crocodiles after the saltwater one from Australia. The fully grown can reach about 6 or 6.5 meters. Like now it's winter, we feed them normally once a month. In summer, we feed them twice a week. They move a bit in summer than in winter, and they digest slowly in winter when it's cold. So one. So this one we have here is 1 year, 5 months.
Ah,
So we have the albino. That's the male, and the female, yeah, they remain with black feet.
they're very beautiful. In an ostrichy sort of way.
Did you try ostrich meat?
Oh yes, it was very good.
Okay. Very less cholesterol, less fat, very healthy. Yeah, that's the Emus. That's the one we got in 2011. And it currently is this one with his family because they don't accept him anymore.
Ah,
The time they got the young one, they chased him away. So you can see the Emus from Australia. Also quite dangerous. You can kick. They do attack also with the beak. And over here also we have some tortoises, maybe you noticed. Some land tortoise, some very old, more than 40 years. We like to pick one.
sure. Could I give you the camera back?
Yep.
And the difference between the male and the female. You know the difference between the male tortoise and the female.
I have no idea.
So as you can see, the female is flat
Oh,
and the male is concave. So this helps them to be like this. Yeah. So here we have the male.
hello, Mr. Tortoise.
How old is that one?
Yeah, this one they're between 40 up to 40.
And they're from South Africa.
Yes.
And do they bite?
Really, if you put your finger there to their mouth, yes.
I
Yeah, they
didn't really
can
think
bite
that'd be something to do.
They eat grass. We feed them lettuce, cabbage, fruit. And sometimes when we
Say hello.
we feed crocodiles with some leftovers of meat, you see them also eating.
Ah,
We have many tortoises here in this small bush. Yeah, some you find there, some many tortoises.
very cool.
Like to pick? Yeah, you just lift it up.
How heavy is he?
Oh, he's heavy enough. He's not immensely heavy,
Okay.
but he's solid.
Yeah, when it's cold also they don't move too much.
Yeah.
You see many of them they jig to keep themselves warm.
Ah, so that's why they're kind of all cuddling together here.
We used to have a lot of babies here and giving also to some local people. If you have like a permit to keep like animals at home, the boss used to say we can give. But now we don't see babies anymore. Maybe the crocodiles they eat them because you see when they're still babies, the shell is so soft. Maybe you just eat them. And the world's smallest ostrich.
Ah,
That's Tom Thumb. It's fully grown
And he-
because it won't grow anymore. The beak change already the color, just like the big one. Also some of the feathers. We took him out here because of the big one. It's very weak, so they used to attack him. Yes, and maybe you can give something to Tom Tom.
Certainly. The world's smallest fully grown ostrich.
4 years old.
4 years old. Tom Tom.
Yeah, he's very shy. Yeah, he's very scared. Very scared. Okay.
Very cool.
Okay, and yeah, we almost at the end of the tour. And this one we have here is John Peter.
Ah,
The oldest ostrich we have here in farm. He's 20 years old now.
ah.
So here is normally where you can sit on him and take some pictures. Today we don't have the nice view of Table Mountain, but sometimes it's very clear. So if you're willing to sit on, yes, we will catch John Peter. We don't ride here, we're not really allowed to ride. We'll catch him and put him in between the wood there, so he just climb the steps. Yes, if it's not clear there, you can come in here.
Oh my.
There's some clear one because it's a bit dark that side.
Just sitting.
Yeah, just to sit, and then you can stroke the neck. And that is the fully grown.
This is the back of the head, is that?
Yeah, the ears.
Is that, yeah.
And you can see how they click also their eyes. They click it to the side.
Very long eyelashes.
Help them also to clean the sand. Okay. So I was very happy to have you on tour.
Thank you very much.
Did enjoy the tour?
Wonderful
Enjoy
tour.
your holiday in South Africa.
Thank you.
Okay. Have a nice.
I hope you enjoyed that as well as all of our videos from Africa, and until next time, may you blessed be.